She gave us really good tips, especially in today's market.
Oh yeah, love it. Well, thank you, Ida. Thank you for that little shout out. Love it, love it. Who else wants to give some loving?
I'll give some love. I'll throw some love in. I'm always here.
Give us some loving, Eric.
I just really,
thank you for that little shout out.
Send some love to the whole SMP staff and everybody who works at the office. Eve, Steve, everybody. We really appreciate just all the work that y'all do and making this possible. And I'm excited to be here. But really, just everybody in the office who's making this whole dream move forward. We really appreciate everybody.
Love it, love it. Well, thanks for being a part of that team, man. Seriously, I'd say you're considered extended family. It's just like everything that you do for us, everything you do for our agents as well.
Shout out to Drew and Nancy. Good to see you, buddy. I saw you turn the camera on. There you are, man. Appreciate all you. Thank you. It's good to be here with the family.
Yeah, man. Awesome. All right. Well, so going on with these good vibes, I wanted to also welcome the newest Metro family members. And so we will be posting, just as a heads up, everybody, today we had a wonderful opportunity to pivot. So basically the staff is going to be going home. So we're going to be self-quarantining. In case you haven't gotten the notice, we heard of an individual that tested positive for corona. And we identified that individual was in the office on Monday and Tuesday. So essentially, everybody, we're going through the check-in list. Thank you for following the safety protocols. Everybody on that list, we're going through that, making sure to contact them. All of the staff, as a precaution, what we're doing is we're going out to get tested this afternoon, and we are self-quarantining until we get those negative results twice. So we're taking those safety precautions, just keeping everybody in the loop. Nancy.
With that being said, it's very important that you guys help us by always making sure that you check in when you visit the office, even if you're just here to pick up a check, even if you're here just to drop off something, please write your name down. So when this happens again, we have your name on the list and we can contact you immediately with information.
Absolutely. Yeah. So good point. So I just want to say thank you so much for everybody that is following this compliance, because it's really making it so much easier. Look at it from this perspective. We just got this news. We're able to all get our tests scheduled for this afternoon. We're able to share the information with you guys so we can go ahead and stop the spread and contain it. So just giving everybody that courtesy heads up on that. And on a more positive note, the family members that you're going to be seeing in the office and more importantly on Zoom, would love to give a nice little shout out to Denise Newell. Denise, also known as Mama, president of NAREP here in San Diego, longstanding member in San Diego. She is joining up with the Resi-Mercial team with Nikki Francis, and is going to be taking all of her expertise in residential and applying that to the commercial department as well. So welcome, Denise. Terry Barton, welcome back home, Terry. If you don't know Terry Barton, you're hiding underneath a rock, or you have not been part of Keller Williams for a long, long, long time. She has been a pivotal member in the cultural committee, long outstanding member with KW, and we're grateful to have you back, Terry, as part of the Metro family. Mike Link, right, newer agent here, joining up with us, especially for the training. You've seen this guy in scripting, so make sure to give him a nice virtual high five when you see him. So really digging into the education that we have here. Same thing with Maria Stankic, also transferring from a different office to really engage with our training and the coaching that we have here. Charles, same thing, wants to get his leg up on the competition by engaging with the training. So welcome, Charles. Raquel Dominic, same thing, recently joining with Alicia's launch coaching program, getting her real estate experience underneath her. Lisa Santos, now she's been a top producer in the past, and she had to take a little hiatus for some medical situations and is already back in the swing of things and has trusted Metro to be her trusted partner in real estate, as well as Emmy Owens. She's another pivotal member in the San Diego community. Many of you know her from leading one of the top teams at Compass, and is joining up with KW Metro, namely, and she can always speak for that, but namely the culture as well as the support. So welcome, Emmy. We're excited to have you. We'll be posting those headshots so you can put a face to a name in our Facebook page a little bit later on. Let's see, kicking this off also with February birthdays. I'm going to run through this list here real quick. And y'all know how this goes. Right after I'm done with the list, on the count of 3, we're all going to count down and unmute ourselves, God willing, and say happy birthday. All right. So in the month of February, let's wish a very, very happy birthday to Stephen, Lisa, Balin, Michael, Carmen, Charles, Jovi, Nicole, Cassidy, Jocelyn, Rachel, Kathy, Denise, Charles, Don, Joseph, Darius, Rob, Parker, Wendy, Greg, Ruben, and Erica. On the count of 3, give them a nice hearty happy birthday. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday!
Nice. Oh, we nailed that. I love it every single time we do that. All right. I'm going to pass this over to Evie. Talk to us about the training.
Training is still ongoing. Scripts practice Tuesday through Friday. That's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with SJ, and then Fridays with Coach K, all at 8:30 a.m. KW Command this week with Salma is Tuesdays at 9:30, and then Thursdays at 1 p.m. since we have Ignite. And then we will go back to a different time, or might keep those times the same. So we'll keep you all posted. Ignite, it's their last week this week. That's still happening. I think Nikki just kicked off today's Ignite at 10 o'clock. And then we have Thursdays and Fridays. Final to Ignite session. Family reunion 2021. We have about 62 so far from our office signed up.
The most in the region.
The most? Is it really?
Is it, or at least the most in our little group that we just saw on the regional call this morning?
Yeah, I think we're #1 in the region.
Yeah.
We can do better.
I didn't say that.
So now, Sarah, just you want to talk a little bit about family reunion, why people should go attend?
Do I want to talk a little bit about anything
A little
always? You guys, everyone needs to go. There's no talk about the why. I mean, the briefest snippet of why is Gary Keller's vision speech to start off. What is 2021? Zillow is a brokerage. What's happening in the world of real estate? Co-star buying, whoever. There's so much going on out there in the world, and your clients will read these little blasts on their Apple News when they swipe left for news, and you want to know what's happening, not just for your own business, but for your own knowledge bank when you talk to be the most intelligent realtor that they talk to, right? So that alone is worth the whole thing. Forget about what happens after that. Gary's vision speech, commit to those hours, watch it live, put it in your calendar right now, get your PhD in real estate in those couple of hours, and don't be alarmed about coffee lines or bathroom breaks, because at home you can do whatever you want, right? Line up your drinks like me. I got coffee, water, and a smoothie in front of me, ready to go. So we are almost out of discount tickets. Don't miss it. The end.
Love it. Love it. And so I love what you said there, Sarah, because like for Gary's vision speech, 3 years ago, he went on record by saying Zillow will become a brokerage. And people are like, no, they won't. They said they won't. And he's just like, called it. So basically, from that perspective, I'm even hearing little birdies to where you can actually see Gary in action, facilitating a few sessions. So stay in tune with that. Hear it from the best of the best. Why not? Pants optional. You're welcome. All right. So next up, would like to pass this on to Broker Bob to give us some broker updates as well as launch and growth coaching updates, please.
Thank you, Stephen. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Thank you for hanging with us today. Let's start with some good news in the coaching spotlight on Team Alicia in her growth. Congratulations to Eric Harris, opened up an escrow and got a new listing signed.
Woo-hoo.
In launch, good old Paul got more BREs and opened up an escrow on two new construction properties. Great job, Paul. Eric Robinson opened up his first and second escrow and got a new listing signed.
Others have done this.
Stephanie was really excited.
Please
Sorry.
mute yourself. Thank you. Let me repeat that. Eric Robinson opened up his first and second escrow and got a new listing signed. And Salma, great job, opened and closed her first escrow and launched. Great job, Salma. On Team Clarissa, in launch, Yanath got a BRE signed. Marlon got a BRE signed. Mindy Davis got 2 BRE signed. Junior got a BRE signed. And Carlos got a BRE signed. And Min opened up an escrow. Great job, guys.
Nice.
On Coach Carl, Matt Thornburg, he's in growth, closed down an escrow. Great job, Matt. And Team Vinny, Calvin Northrup had a closing in growth, and Marty Barker got a first BRE sign in launch. That is the good stuff. Now let's go to the COVID stuff. Thank you, Stephen, for highlighting the COVID protocols that we are following. I just want to reiterate, I have had some phone calls asking who it is. We're not at liberty to have to divulge that because of HIPAA laws. But so we are divulging everything we need to do, and that is to inform everybody that came in contact in our office this week because of the positive testing. We are also going through, and as Stephen said, we'll be quarantining until we get some COVID results, and then we have made plans to have the office cleaned as well too. If you feel that you were in the office this week and you feel you are at risk or want to get checked, we highly recommend you go get a COVID test and then self-quarantine until you actually get your results on that. If you feel asymptomatic, you won't know that. But here's some of the symptoms: fever, shortness of breath, cough, loss of taste and smell, congestion, runny nose, sore throat, fatigue, chills, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. Just to name a few. So that's if you have, and again, this is a brand new law that we're required to disclose to you that we had a COVID positive in our work environment. We just can't share with you who it is at this point. That's one thing. Second thing is, I shared something on Facebook earlier this week, and it's really important you listen to this because this is important. It's in regards to tenant occupied property. So if you're a listing agent, and this also applies if you're a buyer's agent. So the governor signed into a law that the eviction moratorium is now extended to 7/1/21. Landlords also cannot sue for back COVID rent in small claims court until 8/1/21. And they definitely can't sue if the landlord received rent relief. So why is this important? Well, if you have a tenant occupied property that you're going to, let's say you're going to be the listing agent and the owner wants to sell it, they have to have a no fault reason to get the tenant out. And the three of them are: the owner wants to move into the property, a buyer is in contract and wants to owner occupy the property, or the owner is removing the property from the rental market. So the challenge is, how do you get that tenant out in a COVID environment? It's virtually impossible because of the moratorium. So if you have a potential listing coming up, one, you need to refer that landlord to a real estate attorney that can guide them as to the best options. Their best option is to do one of the three no-fault reasons to get the tenant out, because some tenants are becoming mean tenants and squatting in the property. That's the best option. If you are representing a buyer on a tenant-occupied property, you need to know if the tenant has been noticed, how they were noticed, and if the tenant plans on moving out, because it could affect your buyer's ability to close on that property if that tenant remains in there. You're putting your buyer really at risk if the tenant is not removed prior to close of escrow, because once that buyer becomes owner of that property, they are now falling under California landlord tenant laws, and it can become very precarious for that buyer that is expecting that tenant to remain in possession for, let's say, 2 weeks after close of escrow, and they decide not to move. All of a sudden, you've got a buyer that's not going to be very happy with you. So sorry for the bad news on that. And then I think that's all the bad news I have for the day. Back to you, Stephen.
Thanks, Robert. Just give us a little flex and it makes us feel a little bit better after that news about all that jazz. No, but in all seriousness, yeah, thank you so much for the updates, Robert, and keeping us safe. Just scrolling through the comments here, just as a heads up, so the office will remain open. However, it will not be staffed until we get those double negative test results back. So that's as a heads up. So for those that come in person to attend scripts, I'm not going to be here to attend scripts until I get that double negative coming back. So again, if you have to come in, please follow all safety protocols, still sign in so we know who was here in our absence. And we're going to be making sure that you have your keys. If you don't have them, contact us, please, ASAP. If you don't know your alarm codes, I'm not going to name anyone, but please get with us beforehand.
I will.
Okay. Oh, yeah. No. We'll just post pictures about you running around because it's cute. But anywho, so please make sure to know that we will be not staffed for probably the next couple of days until we get the results back. And then as we're getting those results, we're going to slowly start filtering back into the office. So again, you can come in, use your keys, get your mail, do whatever protocol you need to, sanitize your stations. So please just proceed with caution. All right, guys. Thank you for helping us limit and contain this to keep it isolated. All right. The Smp Spotlight. Ooh, all right. So this will definitely bring up the energy. Deborah and Gary. So if you don't know these guys, this is an opportunity to get to know more about them, the services that they provide. Yeah, I would love to hear from y'all. Take it away.
Okay, hi. I'll take
Hey.
it away first. I'm Deborah. This is Gary.
How you doing?
We're with Old Republic Home Protection and so thrilled to be here. You know, it's been a challenging time for all of us. So we just really want to thank you for the support you've given us and let you know we're available for communication. The best thing to do is communicate with us. You have questions, anything to do with service, please reach out to Gary or myself immediately so that we can assist you. We've made some changes to our plan. Gary put the plan into your chat box. He's holding it up now. Some price change, and we have dropped off the 12-month crest. So I'm going to let Gary take it from here and discuss it a bit with you on the crest plan, and then we'll wrap it up.
All right. Hey, thanks, Deb. Hey, everyone. Happy 2021. So yeah, we did come out with a new crest plan. It started on February 2nd, and it's the only crest plan that's accessible in the toolbox if you order online. So keep that in mind. There is a price increase. Last year, I think we had a total of maybe 46,000 more service claims because everybody's working out of the home. So it's just one of those things. We didn't have a price increase the last year as well. So it's been 2 years. So unfortunately, we did have to go with a price increase this year. It's considerable, but please take a look at it and digest that, understand the numbers. So when you're making, writing up offers, you do the correct amount. But across the board, home warranties in general have all been, unfortunately dealing with the same thing. So you're going to see price increases from everybody because everybody watches everybody. It's, no one's sleepy. Although then last year we did do one. So that's it. But on the new crest plan, I don't know if we're going to get into the office soon, but there's a gold band across the top. The benefits haven't changed. Everything is almost identical. A couple of verbiage word changes. We do have a 2-year plan now as well. And the pricing, I think, should be in there, or at least it should be online. But if you've made proposals or you have some deals that you've already put in the numbers for the last year's pricing, we have until the end of the month that you can still access the 6.0 plan. So if you look online or at the bottom, it'll say 6.1 is the new one in the bottom corner. The 6.0 is last year's. And so up until the end of February, you have access to both crest plans in the toolbox. I see Amy has a question. Go for it, Amy.
So Gary, is that when we order the plan for current escrows, or does the property need to close escrow by then to be able to get the original pricing?
Just need to have it ordered.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, so get the orders in. That's what I was telling everybody. Now, the thing is, with if you're about to place an order, you want to access the last year's, the 6.0 pricing, you can't do it online now because the plan's not available. So you have to do it through Deb or myself, or you can call into the 800 number. So if you want, just email us all the specifics that we need, and we'll get it ordered for you. Make it as simple as possible. But
and if I may add, you might have questions about this, so reach out to Gary and myself, and we'd be more than happy to have a one-on-one talk with you, a Zoom with you. I know we are doing a Zoom next week with Alicia, with your group, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there she is. And we'll go over it more in depth when we have more time, but we're always available one-on-one. And as Gary had already said, you can use the old pricing on any new orders you place through the end of the month. just send them over to us.
Yes, Alicia, I did decline the invitation because I said, no, I'm busy, but it was that one. So I'm going, I'll be there.
I was a little concerned about that. So
I
I'll
didn't see it in
resend
the
that
title
to you.
and I thought, whoa, no, I'm busy. I can't do that. I'm like, wait. So
What are
anyway.
you doing, Gary? Okay. But
Confused,
you guys
so,
are great. We love you.
yeah.
We're so happy to be an SMP member, and we're always here. So please keep in touch with us.
Yes.
We
Any
missed
other-
you.
Go.
Oh,
Any
we
other
missed
questions?
you
or anything?
guys.
Any questions? Anything in the chat box that's a question for us?
Can you just share your contact and your email information for those of us that?
Yes,
don't
of
have it?
course. I'll put it in the chat box.
And I did, mine's pretty high up in the chat. We do have one question, wrote an offer last weekend with old pricing, we will call direct to place. Yeah, or just send the information over to us so we can call in direct up until the end of the month to get that pricing. So,
Okay, I will do that.
yeah.
Gary, did you put your contact in there already?
I did early on, and I did put a copy of the new plan. The PDF is in the chat. You can download it from there. Or you go to our website as well, orhp.com, and just look up the plan for California. But
And I will be getting new applications to your office. I could put a package in the mail, Eve, if you would like that. Just mail off a big package until I can get into your office to actually change things out. Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so
thanks
much.
everyone. Thanks for your time.
Awesome.
Stay safe.
Guys, love it. Thank you so much. And next up, we're going to pass this on to our trusted Movement Mortgage SS. There we see. I can do that again. Ed, Wes, and Amanda. Who wants to catch us up to speed?
Where's Wes? Wes is on here too somewhere.
Here, I'm here. Good afternoon.
So I just wanted to say hi. I was on the meeting last week, but I have been on maternity leave, and my lovely team member Ariana has been taken over for me and did an amazing job while I was gone. But for some of you who have not met me yet, I just wanted to say hi. My name is Amanda Silber. I'm a familiar face amongst most of you already, but wanted to say I'm back and excited to be back seeing you guys and socializing with other people besides infants.
Don't talk about your husband that way, Amanda.
What's that?
I said, don't talk about your husband that way.
You already know, Stephen. You already know. Struggle is real. I'm just copy and pasting a link right now. I had mentioned, I think on the KW group that I am luckily a preferred lender on a new build up in Valley Center, which means that, you guys know the deal with new builds. If you have their preferred lender, you get that builder incentive. So I finally get to be like, I'm the one that gets the builder incentive instead of my clients being taken away by other lenders with builder incentives. So very excited about that. It is in Valley Center, so it is a little farther away, but if you guys have anyone looking up there, I definitely have an in. Their first phase isn't launching until mid-February, but right now they are taking pre-quals to get you on the list. But the phases will be rolling out once every month. So Wes has some amazing information about a promo that we have in February, as well as a new program. So Wes, please take it away.
Absolutely. We also want to let you guys know that we do have a $500 incentive that's available for your clients to use, basically like getting a free appraisal. We'll post a coupon on the Facebook page, so you guys can use that and it'll cover that expense. And then we'll also have an announcement about DACA people are now eligible to apply for FHA financing. So that is now an option, whereas before it was not. So we can continue to help you and your clients who have that DACA status take a look at putting together conventional financing, VA financing, as well as now FHA financing. So we just wanted to bring that information to you and hope you have a wonderful afternoon. Look forward to talking with you when we do.
Love it. Yeah, thanks, guys. And so just kind of see how this is coming to fruition with all of our SMP partners really pulling together on your behalf. Because look at it from this perspective, and I'll just use like Paul as an example. Recently opened up 2 escrows with new construction. If you have any of those clients that where Amanda were in Movement Mortgage and the team is like that, essentially the preferred lender for it, but Gary and Old Republic and Deborah, they actually can provide extended services for that as well. So look how this all comes together for you being able to offer more services for your clients. So just putting 2 and 2 together for everybody, in case you didn't already. All right, would love to hear from our very own escrow company, A+ Escrow. Justin, you on with us?
I'm here. Howdy, howdy. Hi, everybody. Justin A plus escrow. Just a quick note for you guys. Just to let you know, if you don't already, second half taxes are due right now. They are not delinquent until April 12th. But if you have a deal in process where your seller has buyer financing on the other side, their lender is going to require that second half period to be paid. So please have a conversation with your seller to see if they are planning on paying the taxes, if they've already paid them, if their existing mortgage is paying for them. There's a few different ways that we can overcome due to the county being behind in their processing of tax payments. So if we get a statement or any kind of screenshot that your seller has paid their taxes, we can use that and combine it with an indemnity letter that the seller can complete, and we can proceed to close without anything else. Title companies have been very strict on these in the past, but they're being more lenient today. So on the buy side, if you guys need any supplemental tax calculations, let me know. I have a tax calculator from the county. It's actually on their website, but if you'd like that link or you'd like me to just do a supplemental tax calculator for your new buyers, just give me a property address. That's all I need. And I look forward to talking to you all guys here pretty soon. Hopefully when COVID's over. Have a great day.
Woohoo! Thanks, man. All right. Now, next up, our Queen of Culture, Bridget Potterton, with an Agent Leadership Council update. Take it away, Bridget.
Thank you, Stephen. Hello, everybody. I want to just take a minute and say thank you so much for everybody that attended our event last week. We had over 50 people come, which if you look at our active community, that's about half of our really strong active agents. So thank you everybody for coming. I hope you all had a great time. I want to give a special shout out to our winner. So we had our game of our over under, and our big winner was, things got a little out of hand apparently, but our big winner was Matt Thornburg. So we had 31 questions that you all competed against each other to decide, and he won with 24 questions correct. And can't see it on the screen, but we are officially naming him the Prince of Properties for Metro. So when you see Matt, make sure you congratulate him. I don't know if he's on right now. And then I'm not sure if he's on right now either. But we also had another history-making event that day. Mike Drew was the first agent ever in our Metro games to actually get negative points with his commentary. And unfortunately, I don't see him on here. It's not as much fun to make fun of somebody when they're not here. So when you guys see Mike Drew, make sure you give him a hard time. But anyway, for our next event, as you all know, we have Family Reunion coming up. So February 18th, we're going to have a little decompression session together. So after that'll be the last day of Family Reunion at 3 o'clock. We'll get together on Zoom, and everybody should just come and share their ideas. What did you learn? What did you love? We'll have like a really nice, it'll be casual, but even if you can't attend Family Reunion or you can only attend part of it, I would still recommend that you attend and just hear what everybody else took, because we could all be in the same session and grab something different from it. So make sure you're there, pop in, even if you're driving, whatever, just listen to it. And we look forward to seeing you guys. Take care. Thank you, Stephen.
Yay, thanks, Bridget. All right, and I'm going to keep on passing this back to you guys. Mike Delgado, so Director of Agent Engagement, speaking on behalf of our Agent Outreach Committee as part of the ALC. So Mike, catch us up to speed, man.
What is up, everybody in Metro family? How are you? I'm coming to you live from my balcony right now. Coming for you to you guys for two reasons today. Number one, with regards to our ALC Outreach Committee. We're going to be placing a link in the chat. Evie's going to do that to a short survey. And please do us the favor of filling it out. It's only 5 short questions. It's really going to help us serve you guys at the highest level. And especially with everything that we've been talking about today with our office and just with COVID in general, it's changed the game with things. So we want to make sure to be there for everybody as best as we possibly can and really serve your needs. So that is that. So that should be coming soon in the chat if it's ready. And then a quick side note and separate announcement. I'm putting on a 4-part, thank you guys for that. I'm putting on a 4-part training series called Breakthrough. And it is just that. It is basically to get through whatever has been holding you back and really take your game to the next level. It ranges from all experience levels, okay? So there's no excuse not to go. So please, please, please. It will be after family reunion, guys, by the way, just because we have a lot of stuff going on with, there it is. We have a lot of stuff going on with family reunions. So I will get back to you guys with the exact dates later, but that's all I got for you. But please, like I said, make sure to fill out that survey if you can, guys. Thanks so much.
Awesome. Thanks, Mike, for sharing. So so that survey link is in the chat box. We froze there for a hot second while Eve's got her command center and I'm looking all over for where she's dragging and dropping stuff. But so that poll is in the survey. Please take that. And then, definitely with that breakthrough session, I mean, I know that that's something I'm looking forward to just because, again, I haven't actually engaged in a Tony Robbins type seminar in a long time. And I know that with your experience with Tony Robbins himself, this will be really exciting. So thank you for providing that. All right, I want to open this up to some property pitches, please. Let's start out with the Lisa Bolkin. Shout it out. What you got coming soon?
Okay, Heart of South Park at 29th and Grape Street. We've got a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, beautiful home, sets up high off of the street with a second unit that is detached 2-level. Like I said, the front house is 1,750 square feet, hardwood floors, fireplace, beautiful front patio, and 2 ensuite master bedrooms. The back unit is 2 levels. It's for the last 3 years, they've been renting it on Airbnb and doing about $5,000 a month. They rent each level separately. They're willing to sell it with the furniture and that as a money-making opportunity right out of the chute. We'll be going to market next week and we're gonna be listed at 1.6. I'm already getting a lot of calls off of the sign that just went up yesterday. So let me know if I can get you any further information.
Awesome. Thank you, Lisa. I saw some people behind you, like almost like inquiring, like, should I be taking notes about this? So I love it. All right. I know that some people are saying that there's some challenges with a survey, so we're resending it right now. So give us about 2 seconds real quick for us to modify the survey. So maybe 5 minutes. We'll let you know when it's ready. So thank you guys for your flexibility. So hold off on taking that survey just yet. Downtown Deborah Brown, you got it coming soon in 92102. Talk to us.
Hi.
Hey, oh, look at you looking all fly, mama.
Yeah. So nice coming to market. I'm gonna get it on the coming soon on Tuesday. Photos taken Saturday, Tuesday, coming soon. And I think we go live on Friday. Really cool old Spanish, built in 1943, but then upgraded along. So old Spanish on the outside, farmhouse on the inside. It's got a pool, 1,800 square feet. 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1-car garage, very long driveway. They do have an RV that fits in there as well. Just really nicely done. Upgrades to the 2 bathrooms very recently. Pipes have been scoped. The original part of the house was copper piping. That's all been camera scoped and all of that. Just a really, really, really nice family home. Did I leave anything out?
No, and I think that in the comments box, so that's going to be listed under 650, correct? For a 4-bedroom 2-bath with a pool?
Yeah. And what else? Really a great family home. I just have to say that. The address, I'll put that in, is 4804 Beach Street, 92102.
Beautiful. Great job, mama. Great job. Joe Costa, shout out about the one that you have coming soon.
Thank you, Stephen. I got a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,800 square feet in Tierra Santa, 92124. It's fully renovated and it's planning to come to the market next week by the 11th, hopefully. Give me a call if you guys have any questions.
Love it. Love it. Are you guys taking notes on these coming soon? Blast this out for your off-market Monday to all of your database with the text saying, hey, this may not be what you're looking for, but who do you know that's interested in getting a competitive edge? You're all doing that, right? Right. All right, we got a couple more to squeeze in here. Denise, Mama, tell us about the 2 properties that you have coming soon.
Thanks. So I just put a listing up last night and it's on coming soon status. However, my phone has been just ringing off the hook. So I'm talking to the sellers tonight. It's a condo in the Winding Walk community in the South County. And it is a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 3-story townhome. And it's basically turnkey, ready to go. It is going to be, we are going to have to find a replacement property, but it is an FHA VA approved complex. And we have it listed at $510,500. And then next week, there's a condo that's going to go, it's going up on the MLS on Thursday, and it's in Santee. It's a VA approved complex, also a 3-story townhome. It's a private end unit. It's just turnkey. It's very eclectic. The seller does have zebra print staircase, and it's beautiful. And imagine walking into a Pottery Barn magazine. So that house, we have it on the market for $518,000.
Wow. Awesome. Those are going to fly. You know how those are going to fly off the market.
Yeah.
So
What's
great
the
job
price
on
for
getting
the
this, Mama.
Santee one?
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say, Miss Judy, was that you to talk about your one in Santee?
Hi, everybody. Yeah, it's in Chula Vista, and it just went on the market. It's 1425 Egret Street, number 5. It's listed for $559,000. It's a 3-bedroom plus a huge loft. That's got to be 30 feet long. It's enormous, and it's in a community in Montecito, which is right off of the Olympic Parkway area. The fees amount to there's 2 HOA fees, and they plus the Melrose amounts to about $500. So without the Melrose, it's about $300 and something. For the fees. It's a 3-story, and we're going to be showing it for the first time on Saturday. The spaces are filling up very fast. I want to just say a word about how I met this guy. I met him at a farmer's market 2 years ago. And he finally made it to list with me. I'm very, 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 very happy. Plus, I get a referral fee for his purchase in Santa Rosa. So I'm very excited about that. This house is it's beautiful. It's totally updated. $559,900, and come and see it this Saturday if you want to come. Don't forget to look on the MLS for this property. Anything else I need to say about it, or?
No, darling, that's great.
Oh,
What a great testimonial.
3.5 baths.
Beautiful. And thank you for that little testimonial about, look, make sure to nurture those connections, because you never know when those are going to pop. So congrats on it, Miss Judy. Bridget, I believe that you also have it coming soon in either Redondo Beach or Rancho Bernardo. I'm assuming Rancho Bernardo.
Thank you, Stephen. Yeah, I've got a property. It's already on the MLS as a coming soon, so you can see all the photos and everything. Showing start on Saturday. It is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,080 square foot in Bernardo Pines. It's got a walk-in closet in the owner's suite. And this community is FHA and VA approved. That's right. I said FHA and VA approved. And there is no size restrictions. They allow 2 pets. So if you've got a client VA, FHA with big pets, bring them over. And the price is going to be $425,000, which is obviously really good. So come show it and sell it. Thank you.
Love it. We've got some great coming soons, y'all. So I'm hoping that we're taking notes. And I love that y'all are putting it in the chat box here so we can actually distribute that to our clients. One last one we've got time for. Amy, can you tell us about the one that you have in Princess del Cerro, please?
Yes, I can. So I announced this one a couple of weeks ago. The seller's really, really slow. I sent him the DocuSign on Wednesday last week. He didn't even look at it until Monday after 3 phone calls. So warning, if you bring me an offer, it could take some time to negotiate because that's just the way he is. But he's a very serious seller. Princess del Cerro, it is the 2,500 give or take square foot floor plan, 2 stories. He bought this place 2 years ago and just never moved into it, bought it as an investment, revamped everything. Like everything has been completely redone and it's absolutely stunning. Top of the line. He's got gorgeous features and amenities. It's very white right now. The stucco is white, the trim is white, the wall in front is white, the dirt is white. So he's just kind of doing some final touches to kind of soften that a little bit. And a few little details on the inside of the house. So construction is still somewhat going on, but it's very safe to go over there. I won't be putting it on the MLS until after we get our photos. If you have a buyer, you're welcome to drive them by. If the construction crew is there, obviously masking, you are welcome to quote unquote take a peek. He's open to doing that if you did want to drive by and kind of check out the location. So we'll go live in about 2 weeks. Did I give you the price? $1,000,001.
Beautiful.
And a model match that was upgraded recently that just went into escrow went on the market at $1,075,000. And I was told that the agent had 8 offers and it went over 200,000 above list. Wow. So we're going on at $1,000,001, but our comp should be at around $1,200,000, $1,225,000, something like that.
Amy, can I ask a quick question? How close is it to Princess del Cerro Park?
You're 2 blocks. It's on Lance.
Okay.
So as you turn left on, or you turn west on Lance, it's in the first block of Lance.
Okay, I know exactly.
Three
Okay.
houses up is Wenrich. To take a right, you're half a block away.
All right, I'll reach out. Thank you.
Thanks.
Ooh, look at this. I'm loving that we're networking because just the other day I saw that we put 16 in escrow and I believe 4 of those were just within our office. So, so great job on that. We're going to keep pressing on. Update, Evie, where can we expect to get that poll, that survey?
I just sent it via email, the link.
So there you go, guys. So don't look at it for it in the chat box. Go to your emails. It's going to be there. All right. So wrapping everything up into passing this on to Salma, our director of technology, to give us a little tech update. Tech time with Salma. Talk to us, darling.
Hi, guys. Sorry if there's noise in the back. They just started mowing someone's lawn outside. But I was hoping just to go through the KW app. I'm using it a lot and I'm just sending my clients like straight from the app, like they are doing for me with Zillow and Redfin. And then I have to go check on it and see if it's actually active. So I'm thinking I'm just going to connect my phone here and share. I can share, right? Yeah. Let me just set this up and then I can go through the whole thing.
And while Salma is getting the tech set up, I just wanted to give a quick little update. There we go. All right. So now that it's working, make sure to use this type of information that she's about to show you in your conversations with clients. If you really want to flex that knowledge of how well you know the market, whether it be price per square foot or the lifestyle, this is very important, especially for those that are posting videos on social media. If you want to show your flex on how well you know an area, she's going to show you right here basically how to navigate through it. So
yeah, and you could also, to write on that, you can also just record your screen and even do like a voiceover for a video idea. You can go into guide, which is down here. I wish it could show you what I'm clicking on, but there's guide down there, and you could just record your screen for the Apple users. I don't know about Android, but then you could just record and then just go through the whole process, do a voiceover and post it to social media. Like, here's the process of buying, here's the process of selling, and do like a video. Off topic, but I just wanted to put that in there. So what I'm using this app for, yes, looking at neighborhoods in different areas, but I'm going in like they are on Zillow and Redfin and sending me those listings. I'm doing it through my app. So I'll like search the areas that they're looking in. I'll find something that I think they might like. So we'll go through one and I'll look at it, look at the information. What I love about it is if you scroll, they're going to look through all of this. There's the market stats, not just for this home, but in that area. There's all the information you would get from Zillow and Redfin, mortgage payment here. And then at the bottom, there's me, like that's my information. So they're seeing that on all of the homes if they're scrolling through. So what I would do, it's like, okay, this client might like this, right? I'm gonna heart it. There's a heart at the top. And this is really neat. So you have a collection and I'm gonna have one like for a buyer, right? So I'm gonna create a new one and I'm gonna create this for a buyer and then click on it. So I'm gonna save it to David. And then I'm gonna go through, and save the other ones that I think they might like. I know this might be tedious, but if that's something you could do like 5, send them 5 or something like that, and then go in like this one, send it to, keep it at David's collection. So what I did this morning too for a client, I just went into my collections, or my list, my saved ones at the bottom right here. It says saved. And then you can look at the collection that you created. So this is David's collection, and I can now add him as a collaborator. So, and share it with him too. So you can edit it, add him in here. Come on, you got this. So now I'm gonna like type his info and he's gonna get, I'm not gonna put his in here, but, and then that'll email it to him. Now he can go and look at that collection and be like, oh, I actually don't like that one. So he can unsave it. And then he can actually add to it too. So he can go back to the map, look at something in that area. Let me get out of here. Go back to the search map, and then he can add something to his collaboration. And now you're looking at what he's viewing and liking. And you can be like, okay, he actually is looking for more of this. Like a lot of the times, maybe clients are looking at something that you thought they weren't even considering. And that's just a good way to collaborate with them here. And they'll also get the guides, which I think is helpful. So they can go starting the search, and then once they're pre-approved, they can get pre-approved here. You go into it and it brings up mortgage, and then you can be like, I already have financing, or get pre-approved. And then they can also mark as completed. At the bottom, you see that says mark as completed, or they can go to the next step and kind of go through all that information here. Did I go too quick? Is that good? And then you could just mark as completed, and now they're kind of like going through the whole search with you, and you're kind of doing it with them instead of keeping up with them like texting and calling and all of that. But right now they're touring homes, making an offer. What should I include in my offer? And then it tells you here, this is what they're seeing on their phone. So they're kind of like in the transaction, which is nice because I feel like buyers especially want to know what's going on, and sellers too. So yeah, I thought that would be kind of a nice little way to start using the app if you haven't already, and start sending them things because they're sending you Zillow and Redfin all the time. So now
do they have to register for our app to have that capability of collaborating, or can we just send it off and hope that they'll register on the app from that point?
Both, yeah. So you can send it off and they can register, but they can, if you're gonna just send them the listing itself, like they don't have to register. I can hit share here and then text it, and they'll be able to see it without registering. So that's also something you can do. But as collaborator, if you want to see what they're liking and saving, then they'll have to register for their own app.
Hey, Salma, are we able to send multiple homes at once if they are not registered?
As in like if you have a bunch saved?
I like say I want to say three homes to a buyer I have through this app, and I want to email it to them, but they're not registered. They're not my collaborators. I just want to send it to them. Do I have to send them one by one, or can I send all three at once?
In an email.
Yeah.
So I would just do the collection, create the collection like I did here. You save, save, and then save to the collection, and then that'll email it to them. You could do that. I was just doing it through texting, but you can definitely email it to them too. You could even do this. This one would just be one of them, but you can email them here. If you hit share and then mail, you could do mail. But that would be one by one. So the collaborator will send them the whole collection.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So also use this, like, if you don't want to just use this for your buyers, use this for content. Like I said, Apple does the recording, so you can just record the screen and then voice over and kind of talk through it. I think that's really helpful. You can even do it what Stephen was saying with the neighborhoods, kind of just showing people what's happening in the neighborhoods, or take a screenshot of it. So yeah. Do you guys have questions on that?
And then let's remind them, I wrote it in the side. That's awesome. Thank you for doing that. I'm like tech obsessed, so thank you. And
I'm like, they send me Redfin and Zillow all the time, and then I have to go search the MLS to see if it's even active or pending. And it's like, that takes away my time. If I can just send them this, I don't know. It saves everyone time.
And you guys, like, remember the opportunities in your, not opportunities, in command and contacts. When you look at their timeline, if you click on last visited, it'll show you who's been in and doing what. It will literally show you what they're doing in the app, what properties they're clicking on.
Yeah.
So, and I'll tell a true story, 2 seconds really quick. I was in command playing with stuff for recruiting stuff yesterday and clicked on mine and found a friend of mine from the East Coast is looking at properties in the Outer Banks. I fully texted her, I was like, hey, what's up, how are you? She's like, oh my gosh, I was gonna text you. I wanna buy something in the Outer Banks. Can you help me? Yep, let me send you a referral. True story, yesterday. So that is amazing. And then you can actually see it and stalk it and track it in a happy, friendly way. So.
I love that.
Exactly,
Right?
I love that part. I really do.
Awesome, awesome. So yeah, Salma, thank you for walking us through that. Ida, did you have something, or either Dahlia? I couldn't tell if y'all just unmuted for a question or accidental.
Oh, I messaged Selma independently.
Oh, perfect, awesome.
I'll create a video on this for you guys, if you want, just to have reference to.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah. So make sure to stay up to date. So Salma, if you ever want to have a private consultation, again, I know that I'm seeing some of our newest family members here, so welcome. So Salma, again, is our tech director. If you're wanting to have more of a one-on-one approach in learning about the technology, knowing how to navigate through it, the differences between command and the app and how the two work simultaneously with each other, make sure to book that time with Salma. She's there to definitely help us all out, take our businesses to the next level using our tech. So thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like the survey is now up and going. Thank you, Lee, for already doing this. Bridget as well. It looks like we're getting some responses already coming through. So thanks, guys. All right. For the last 5 minutes here, I'm just wanting to take a quick little moment to share a quick script that has been really very powerful for some of the teams that we've been working with recently in navigating through objections. So we talked about it today in scripts practice. If you want to know the full content, rewatch today's video. But the theme is talking about what's going to provide a client with the most flexibility. So the case in point for something like that is that, especially right now, sellers are very aware of how much more they can get for their property. But their biggest concern is that, where am I going to move to? So many a times, if you think of it from a safety perspective, people perceive unknown as a threat, therefore they bunker down and they think that it's in their best interest to just sit and wait. So the way that we want to encourage them to still move forward without pushing them would be just simply asking a simple question and saying, you know what, waiting is always going to be an option, absolutely. And I'm just wondering, how can that affect your flexibility in the future? And just shut up. Right? So you're basically just saying, look, I appreciate that you're wanting to wait, and that's definitely a backup option, but I'm just wondering, will that affect your flexibility in the future? Get them to lean into what you have to say next. Because if you then focus all of your time and attention highlighting the flexibility that they will have in moving forward and still exploring those options, you can then open yourself up to a conversation by saying, look, as an example, you know, if that dream home of yours were to show up, you know what the market's doing. Would you have the flexibility to be able to move as quickly as the market is moving? The answer is no, if they're wanting to bunker down. If you found a short-term rental, maybe you're wanting to test out an area, would you have the residual money to use for that short-term rental until you find your dream home? The answer would be no. So here's another way to kind of present it to them, is especially with sellers that are wanting to bunker down and wait, you would validate and say, you know what, waiting is always going to be an option. I totally get that. I'm just wondering, how is that going to affect your flexibility in the future? You have a conversation, and then when you close for the appointment, then you can go into it by saying, you know, for an example, Alicia, you know, whatever we list your property at, that's going to cover your profitability so you can cash out on the equity. Any amount that we get over from the bidding wars, that's basically the buyers giving you additional money to say, do with as you choose. That can either be additional down payment, that can maybe pay off some debt, that can maybe pay for a vacation if you want, pay for a short-term rental. You get them talking about, by moving forward, they will have more flexibility. Same thing with a buyer. If they bunker down and stop, how is that going to affect your flexibility when the time comes that you're ready? How is that going to affect your flexibility? If we're not still actively engaged in the market, I know it's tough, but if we're not actively engaged, how quickly would you be able to move forward if that opportunity came up? How confident would you feel about moving forward if we're not doing our research beforehand? So what I want you guys to take away from this is that understanding where our clients are right now, it is a very, very crazy market. It is a crazy market. We get it. Most of our conversations, Ashley, any of the coaches, I can probably have you guys chiming in, and a lot of it is just saying, yeah, I know it's tough. You know, pat. Keep your head forward, you know, keep your wits about you. So a lot of times right now, our jobs primarily is keeping our clients engaged, ensuring that there's security in still moving forward. If it's a buyer, there's security in still exploring what are the prices doing in that area? What are the lifestyles? You know, what are the school ratings? You're still moving them forward to find out different things to research. What are things selling for? How quickly is the turnover going on there? For the sellers, we already talked about that. The key thing that I want you guys to write down is, I respect that. And how will that affect your flexibility in the future? I respect that. And how will that affect your flexibility in the future? That will then open you up to more conversations, to where then you go in for your close, which very eloquently you can say, Alicia, look, hear me out, okay? Best case scenario, you find out you have more options than you once knew of. Worst case scenario, it may be in your best interest to wait, but either way, a conversation couldn't hurt, right? There you have it. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, take all that you've learned today. Remember, staff will be very limited, if any, for the next couple of days until we get our double negatives back for your safety. So thank you so much for your patience. Let us know if you need anything. We're here for you. Make it a great day.
Woo, woo, woo.